What would be on your j'adore list, from the pieces to the places you love? Welcome to GA Atelier, a place where intentional design meets mindful living. I'm Gigi Askar, and I'm here with you on this journey to explore how intentional design can shape the way we live and feel, and how to transform our living spaces into sanctuaries that reflect our unique story, personality, style, and lifestyle, and elevate our everyday experiences. Step into my atelier and let's intentionally design together. So last week we explored how spaces leave an emotional impression on us, not only while we are in them, but also after we leave them. So basically the experience of being in a space. This week I want to take that idea and zoom in a little bit more on the pieces, objects, and the places that we love, that draw us in. I recently watched a reel on Instagram. I think it was a photographer who shared the difference basically between the entire scene, what everybody sees, and what he sees and captures with his camera. There's the big picture, and then there's the subtle detail that he focuses on, that he likes, that draws him in. So this resonated with me because I noticed that this is how I experience my surroundings in general. There is the surface level, what everybody sees, and then there are the details that I see, that I focus on, that I love. They stand out to me. And for each person that will be different. What I notice you might not, and what you notice I might completely miss. And of course we might not love the same thing. That is what makes it so personal. It's about recognizing which detail, which object, which place holds beauty or meaning for you, what attracts you. And we actually talked about this in a previous episode, and it was specifically about noticing stuff within our homes and the perception that we have of that stuff. But noticing what we love and curating doesn't just apply to our homes. It's also a way of living, of how we see things around us in life in general, outside the home. It's about choosing what we surround ourselves with, from the objects we use to the places we visit. So I want you to think beyond the home for a moment, beyond, interior design necessarily. What are the pieces and places that you truly love? From the smallest mundane even thing that you use maybe every day to a beautiful piece of art, from a small cafe maybe to a grand hotel. For example, I love writing with a fountain pen. I know this sounds a little bit weird that I'm still writing. Occasionally I do. And when I do, that's how I make it special, by using a fountain pen, because we're typing all day now on computers. And the design, the texture of the pen, how smooth it is, the experience, of course, of writing with ink, which can sometimes stain, but I think that's also the beauty of it. It's just different than writing with a regular pen. It just elevates that experience a little bit. So it's really small things, and choosing one pen over the other is because you love it. It's just a small way of doing that. So it could be even the skincare product that you use, the local cafe that you go to, you just like the atmosphere there, the notebook that you like to write in, for example. All of that really adds to how you experience all these objects and places that you love. And these things are not random. These creations were designed intentionally to offer a specific experience. And I love finding these items and places where you can feel this was created thoughtfully. There is an idea behind it. I appreciate the intentionality behind that creation. And this is what led me to create Gigi's J'adore. It's not just a list of pretty things to buy. That's not the intention. The intention is to have a selection of items and places, whether it's a home product, a place to visit, or even an everyday item that has been intentionally chosen because there is some degree of intentionality behind it. I'm looking for the story. I'm looking how the product or the item or the place has been designed. I can appreciate the effort and the thoughtfulness that went into the design behind that item. So this monthly note from my atelier that I started is my way of sharing what I'm loving right now, what I'm noticing, not just in design, not just in interior design and homes, but in just life in general and what surrounds us in general, all the objects and the places that we live with. So if you're interested in getting this curated note, it's a monthly note. The link is in the show notes for you. But in the meantime, think about what objects and places that make you feel something special. Why do you love them? What are your j'adore pieces or places if you had to come up with a list? When you start noticing them, you start to understand what truly resonates with you. You can then intentionally create your own curated experiences. And these could be in the smallest details and moments of your day, something very mundane and something very simple. So again, if you'd like to see what's currently on my j'adore list and maybe discover something new for yourself that you might like, you can sign up through the link in the show notes. I hope this episode inspired you to see the value of curating not just your home, but your daily experiences outside of your home, from the pieces you own, the product you use, to the places you love to visit. Thank you for joining my atelier. If you love this episode, please follow the podcast and leave a review. It helps other people discover it. And I'll see you in the next episode.